Hi everybody, Cindy Skalicki here. I want to share with you a slide deck tip I've been using a lot lately. It's related to our Slide Savvy webinar, which you're looking at right now, our 7 tips. I will leave this here, but you're welcome to rewind and pause to look at the 7 secret tips that I provide during this webinar. But I want to focus on number 7 here and walk you through the use of lines. I want to show you this slide and share a few thoughts on how it's strong and how it's weak. It's a strong slide in several ways because it does have a photo of a person in the lower right. It has an interesting title, Agendas Establish Ethos. So this is a slide that I use in the webinar to share more about how to build good agenda slides and why we need an agenda slide at the onset of any kind of meeting or webinar. And then I have these 3 points on the left that have a few bullets. And so the slide in general does actually have less than 25 words, and it also has a photo of a person and a title, and it's big enough to read, but it's not doing it for me because of a few things. There's a lot of white space, it's imbalanced, and it's just not attractive. So what I'm going to show you in the next slide iteration is a few main things I've changed. I'm going to take this photo in the lower right and I'm going to make it 50% of the slide. I'm also going to put a 6-point border around it, 6-point thickness, a black border to give it some finesse. Then I'm going to scoot all the text to the left side of the slide and insert some lines. I'm going to insert a big fat dark blue line under the title, and then I will use some skinny blue lines to separate the 3 points that you see here on the left, and it's really going to dress the slide up. So this is the before, and here we are after. So you can see how on the right, having made that photo nice and large, it's really attractive, and it also looks nice and finished and polished with that border. I even went ahead and put some little words into the 6 components, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, talking about to use an agenda slide and what it should include. But on the left here, you can see that big thick line just gives us a place to put the title, and then those skinnier lines that are separating the points really make it attractive and easy to consume. And that's the point, right? With slides, you want them to be easy for your audience to take in. If I want to give you a bonus tip, it's that if I were to deliver this slide to my audience, I would probably start out by just having that title at the top and adding 1 point at a time down the left as I explain to the audience what I mean by each of those tips. That way they're staying with me, they're not racing ahead and reading everything while I'm trying to talk to them. But I think this gives you a great sense of how we can go from a slide that's not very savvy, but is close, to a slide that's really hitting it out of the park visually. So I hope that's helpful, and thanks for watching.